Now are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
last session we discussed about how to install this Anypoint Studio and all, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to install this studio, first we need to install Java JDK 1.8. Okay. Then we need to install this Anypoint Studio. Clear? See, as soon as did I explain how to create a project?
No, sir.
Okay, let me delete
No,
this
sir.
one.
Yes. No, sir.
Okay. As soon as once you launch your studio very first time, your studio will be look like this. Okay. Here what you can do? Here you can, hello. So you can create a project. If you want to create a project, create a mule project. This option, you will get new window like this. Okay. Here you have to provide the project name and all. Okay. So this is one way, or else you just click on this file, new mule project. Same window will be open. Okay. Here you can write any name first. Click on finish. You don't want to touch anything, directly create it. See, as soon as you create this, okay, you will get the studio will be look like this. Okay. Left hand side, whatever you can see, this we can call it as a package explorer. Can you see here? Name is there, package explorer. What is this area? What is this area?
Canvas.
Canvas.
Canvas. What we will do here with this canvas?
Drag
We'll
and
drag
drop
and
the
drop the components.
Laptop.
Very good. Here we are going to drag and drop the components and we can create a flows. Okay. And this one is the mule palette. Mule palette is nothing but here we could see all the components are connectors. Okay. And this area we can call it as a console. Okay. What we will do with the console?
We'll check the log. I mean,
Very good. We can see the output of the our application, whether our application is deployed or not. Okay. Everything we can see over in this console. Okay. Next, this area we can call it as a M unit. Okay. So now let me explain all this. See, as soon as you create this, you will get 6 folders by default. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This you can call it as a folders or you can call it as directories. Okay. So can you see here SRC main mule? Here what we will do, we are going to, write our actual flows over here in this SRC main. So here, see, can you see here? Extension is first.xml. In bracket also you can see flows. Here we are going to drag and drop our flows. Okay. Next one, sourceman Java. If you have any Java related code and all, you can write over here. Next, this directory is sourceman resources. Sourceman resources, you can write, see once we create a RAML, right? Once we import that to Studio, in the API, it is going to display all our RAML code over here. Okay. And moreover, here we can add some property files. Okay. Property files you can write and you can set up all the environments, QA environment, testing environment, production environment. Okay. Everything you can set up over here. So these are the first 3 directories. Okay. The remaining 3 directories will be there, right? Source test Java, source test resources, source test MUnit. these three directories are related to first three directories only. This is like, our actual development purpose. These are all, for testing purpose. Clear? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So first 6 directories, we have an idea, right? Sourceman mule, here we are going to write flows. Sourceman Java, here we are going to write Java related code. Sourceman resources, here we will write our APIs and as well as some other stuff, some property files, everything we can write over here. Clear? Next, by default, we will get this HTTP listener and socket. By default, we will get it because each and every project we are going to use this HTTP. So that's why it came by default. Okay. Next one is the mule server. Okay. So without this, we cannot run our studio. Okay. Can you see here? All the required jars will be there inside this. See, so many jars will be there. Can you see? Okay. Okay. Next one is the socket. Socket also by default will get. And the source target. Here, whatever, once we created application, all our related code will be stored over here. Next, mule artifact.json. Here, we are going to provide the mule minimum runtime version. See, minimum mule version 4.3.0. Okay. Next, form.xml. So POM is nothing but project object model. Okay. Here, okay, we can add all our dependencies over here. If you scroll down, you can see dependencies. We have HTTP connector. See here, HTTP connector is there. Socket is there. Okay. How we will get this code? Let me show you. Suppose if you want to add some module, say I want to add FTP. As soon as I release here this component, automatically it came to Package Explorer here. See, it came. Earlier it was not there. Now it came. Because as soon as I module here, automatically it is going to be reflected here, and at the same time in the form.xml also. Earlier only 2, right? Now we can see third one as well. See FTP connector as well. Mule FTP connector. This is the dependency file. Form.xml. Form is nothing but project object model. Clear? Understood or not?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. So by default in Mule 4, every project is a Mavenized project. Okay. So in Mule version, like we need to install Java. Once we install Java, we need to install Maven as well if you want to run this. Okay. Now in Mule 4, this is the advantage. Every project in a Mule 4 is a Mavenized project. Clear?
సార్ ఈ మ్యూల్ 4 ఎప్పుడు వచ్చింది సార్?
Huh?
మ్యూల్ 4 ఎప్పుడు వచ్చింది అంటే మ్యూల్ 3 ప్రీవియస్
Almost 4 years ఉంటదండి.
4 ఇయర్స్ ఉంది.
Okay, na? So this is clear, right? Package Explorer.
Yes.
JRE system library, sir.
Sorry?
JRE system library.
ఇవా ఇందులో ఆల్ ద జార్స్ ఉంటాయండి, రిక్వైర్డ్ జార్స్ దీనికి రిలేటెడ్ అన్ని సపోర్ట్ చేసి సెక్యూరిటీ, ఎస్క్యూఎల్, ఎక్స్ఎంఎల్ అన్ని జార్స్, సపోర్టింగ్ జార్స్ అన్ని ఇందులో ఉంటాయి, లైబ్రరీస్. ఓకేనా? Clear? Okay. So here what we will do, we are going to drag and drop the components or connectors to the mule palette. Okay. So now I will take one listener. So what this listener will do? See, first already I explained, right, the structure. Every project in Mule4 is a Mavenized project. This already explained. All Mule XMLs are placed under sourceman Mule here. I already showed you, right? So other files can be placed under SRC main resources here. Okay. Mule artifact.json. Here we will mention the minimum version. Each Mule app XML has three things: message flow, global elements, and a configuration XML. See, message flow, global elements, and then configuration XML. Three things will be there. Clear?
సార్ మావనైజ్డ్ అంటే ఏంటి సార్?
Maven అంటే బిల్డ్ టూల్ అనమాట. సో ఇది డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ అప్పుడు వాడుతూ ఉంటాం. ఓకేనా? అదే డెవాప్స్లు టేక్ కేర్ చేసుకుంటారు. ఓకేనా? మనం ఏం వరీ అవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం. ఓకేనా? Clear? Okay. Yeah. Now HTTP listener. We'll see what is this listener. So basically this HTTP listener is used to listen the request which user or client sends. Okay. That means we need to send some request to this listener. This listener is going to listen our request and it will pass to the next process. Okay. That is the use of this HTTP listener. So if you want to use this HTTP listener, some mandatory configuration details required. That is host name, port, and as well as path. These three things are mandatory. Host to, port to, path. These are the mandatory. Okay. And default, it will accept all kind of methods if nothing is specified. Let me show you. See, I took one listener. The connector here, it is showing two issues found. As soon as you drag and drop this one, you will get same thing. Okay, you will get like this. See, two issues found. Just open here. Configuration reference is required. Path is required. See, this is the connector configuration. You can see there is a cross button over here and as well as here. Okay. So here what you can do, you have to do the configuration. Click on this plus button. As I mentioned earlier, this host and port required. See, host to, port to, and path. These three are the mandatory fields. Okay. Now can you see here protocol, first one. By default we have HTTP and the other one is HTTPS. Okay. This is the interview question. Okay. What is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? Okay. Try to prepare answer for this. Okay. So HTTPS means like this is for more secure. If you are using HTTPS, your application will be more secure. Okay. So if you want to do this configuration, we need to give some key store and trust store, some certificates we need to provide. Okay. So this in real time we will do, but right now I'll go with the HTTP. This is the default one. Okay. Next one is host. Host is nothing but like here you can see you will get two options, all interfaces and as well as local host. Okay. All interface is nothing but 0.0.0.0. Okay, 4 zeros. That means, okay, it is going to allow any kind of IP address. What is your system IP address? Hello. You guys are there?
Yes, sir.
192 dot something it will come.
Yeah, 192.168.7.4 like this, right? How you are going to find your system IP address? You
Command
just
prompt
open
type
yeah,
IP config.
IP config or if config. It will show IPv4 address. Okay, that is your system IP address. Okay, you can keep that one as well here. Okay, in this all interfaces, or else keep localhost. Localhost means directly by default it will take your system IP address. Okay, you can keep anything, and the port number is you can provide any 4-digit number. Okay, here by default you have 8084. Now what I will do, I will write 4 sevens. Let me test this connection. Okay, test connection is successful. That means this port is available. Okay, now click on OK. Next you have to provide the path. Okay, here path is nothing but a resource path. Okay, here you have to provide the resource path. Okay, what is the resource path?
Name, sir. It's name.
It's a name.
Resource path is nothing but it is just
Provide
a
any
name.
name.
Yeah, we can provide any name. Okay, I am giving ABC. Anything you can provide over. See now there are no errors, right? But still it is showing some red mark over here. Click somewhere outside in the canvas, it will go. Clear? So this is the configuration of HTTP listener. Okay. This listener is going to listen the request which user or client sends. Now what I will do, I will take one logger. So what this logger component will do? Okay. What this logger will do? It is used to print the output. Logger is used to print the output in the console. Okay. See, just drag and drop this logger. You can see here message is there, right? You can write something. Welcome to studio. Okay. Now you have to run this project. If you want to run this project, right click, run this project. This is one way you can run, or else click on this run, select this option. This is option number 2. Then run as mule application, option number 3. Okay. Click on this. This is the option number 4. Directly it will run, or else drop down. Okay. Select your project, run as mule application. This is option number 5. Okay. And then right click on the project, run as mule application or run configuration. See, by using this all 6 or 7 ways, you can run your application. You can deploy your application. Right click or run the project. So in the console, you can see. See, my application got deployed. Status is deployed. Okay. Now I need to give some request. See, if you want to application externally, you have to use Postman or advanced REST client. The Postman, I told you, right, how to install this Postman.
Yes, sir.
Click on this. So here we need to provide the URL. URL means here we need to provide the host, port, and as well as path. Whatever the configuration we did for HTTP, same we need to provide here. I give localhost, right? Localhost colon. What is the port number I give?
47.
777.
Very good. What is the resource path?
ABC.
Very good. ABC. Okay. Now click on this send. So I got 200. 200 means success response. Okay response. Now if I come to my studio, you scroll down, you can see you got the output. Welcome to studio. Where I wrote the studio? Here. Okay. If I send some request from the postman, it will come here. Okay. What this listener will do, it is going to listen our request, which I am sending. It will listen and it will pass to the next component. Okay. Now what this logger will do, whatever the message is there, insert that it is going to print in the console. Clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Clear, sir.
Okay. This is how we can create a project, we can run the project, and we can test the project. Okay. So this is called, how to create a sample project in the AnyPoint Studio. Okay. Any questions here?
Sir, we need to write this URL compulsory, sir, or we cannot copy like in API.
Sorry?
We need to write the
No,
URL.
you have to design.
Postman.
Okay. Here, there is no option to copyright.
Okay, okay.
All three will be there in different places. You have to write it by your own. Every time we will change, right? So you have to copy. See, today I gave resource path ABC. Maybe tomorrow I'll give something different. Okay. And port number also I'll give something different.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
సార్ ఇందాక పోస్ట్ మెన్ లో మీరు గెట్ మెథడ్ యూజ్ చేశారు కదా దానికి
Okay.
అది పోస్ట్ మెథడ్ అయినా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చా దీనికి ఏం కన్ఫిగర్ చేయలేదు కదా సార్ పోస్ట్ మెథడ్ గెట్ మెథడ్ అని
Correct. Okay. Let me open this. So instead of this get method, I'll write post method. I'll hit this send button. I'll get 200. See success. See again it got printed. Welcome to studio. Now here I'll give you put method. Send it. I'll get 200. See. Again it got printed. Why? Because as I told you, in the PPT, if you're not able to provide any method, by default, it is going to allow all the methods. Okay. So if you open this listener, advanced, here you can see allowed methods. Nothing is there, right? I did not specify anything. Okay. Let me specify the get method. Anything, get or post. Okay. Again, see, I made one change right in the listener. You have to save it. Once you save, automatically it is going to redeploy your application. Next time you will not get the status deployed. Okay. This time you will get the status as started app. That means only changes will be deployed. Okay. Now I clear this console. If I come to Postman, if I hit the send button, I will get error 405. See, 405. Method is not allowed. Why? Because
We have given get method.
there I mentioned get method, but here I am trying to enter put method. So that's why it is throwing an error. Okay. See, if you are not able to understand this very first time, what you can do, you can come to the studio. Here they will mention clearly, no listener found for the request put. Available listeners are get method /abc. So that by seeing this, you will come to know. So instead of put method, you have to write get method. Okay. Now let me clear this console. If I'll keep get method, okay, I may get out. See 200 success. If I come here, I got the message. Okay, this is how we can use this studio. Clear? Okay. Whatever you can see, this is called flow. Okay. A flow is nothing but collection of mule components or connectors. That we can call it as a flow. This is also flow, right? This is the connector. This is the component. Collection of mule components or connectors, we can call it as a flow. Clear? This is one simple flow. If someone will ask you in the interview, what is flow? Flow is nothing but collection of mule components or connectors. That we can call it as a flow. Okay. So in the next session, what we will do? See, this is very, very important. First, try to, download and install the studio. Try to practice it. Okay. First 2 days, we will go little slow. Why? Because if you practice this, it will be handy for you. See, మీరు ఓపెన్ చేశాక నేను చూడు సింపుల్గా అట్లా అంటే డ్రాగ్ చేస్తున్నాను. మీరు కొంచెం డ్రాగ్ చేయాలంటే కష్టపడతారు. వెరీ ఫస్ట్ టైం కదా. సో ఇది 1 or 2 days మీకు హ్యాండీ అవ్వాలి. ఓకేనా? సో రేపైతే ఫుల్ 1 hour తీసుకుంటా. ఎందుకంటే రేపు కాన్సెప్ట్ వచ్చేసి వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో టుమారో వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ what is flow, what are the different types of flows, how to call from one flow to other flow. That and all we will see tomorrow's session. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, today your task is you have to install the studio, take this listener and logger. In the logger you can write message, any point studio installation done by, you can write your name and take a screenshot and post in the group. This is your today's task. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Any other questions?
సార్ నా పేరు మనోజ్. నిన్న నైట్ మీతో మాట్లాడాను.
Yeah, Manoj. Tell me.
సార్ ఓల్డ్ వీడియోస్ వెంకట్ సార్ దగ్గర కట్ చేసుకుంటాను. నేను ఈ
okay
బ్యాచ్
అండి.
లోనే కంటిన్యూ అవుతాను. ఈ బ్యాచ్ లో కంటిన్యూ అవుతా సార్.
Okay.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any other questions?
వర్క్షాప్ లింక్ పంపించారు కదా.
ఏంటండి?
వర్క్షాప్
అది ఎంసిడి లెవెల్ 1 కి ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలి అని ఆల్రెడీ మీకు చెప్పాను కదా.
ఓకే.
అది మీకు స్టిల్ టైం ఉండి ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే అందులో అటెండ్ అవ్వండి. సర్టిఫికేట్ చేయని వాళ్ళు.
సార్ సర్టిఫికేషన్ కంపల్సరీనా సార్?
ఇట్ ఈస్ మ్యాండేటరీ.
ఓకే
ఎందుకంటే సర్టిఫికేషన్ లేనిది ఇంటర్వ్యూకి ప్రాసెస్ చేయరు.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే.
సో ఎక్కడ రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకోవాలి సార్ అది?
అది మీరు లాస్ట్ వీడియోస్ చెప్పాను చూడండి ఒకసారి. training.mulesub.com అని ఉంటుంది. ఇలా ఉంటుంది training.mulesub.com అని. ఇలా ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది. లాగిన్ అని ఉంటుంది. లాగిన్ ట్రైనింగ్ అని కొట్టండి. ట్రైనింగ్ అని కొడతానే సో నాకు డైరెక్ట్ ఓపెన్ అయింది. నేను ఆటో సేవ్ చేసుకున్నా క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ అన్ని. సో మీకు లాగిన్ అవ్వండి. అక్కడ లాగిన్ లేకపోతే సైన్ అప్ అవ్వండి. రిజిస్టర్ అని ఉంటుంది. రిజిస్టర్ అయ్యాక ఇలా వస్తుంది. ఇలా వచ్చాక కోర్సెస్ కొట్టండి. కోర్సెస్ క్లిక్ చేశాక మీకు ఈ లాట్ ఆఫ్ కోర్సెస్ డిస్ప్లే అవుతాయి అన్నమాట. ఓకేనా? ఇక్కడ డిస్ప్లే అయిన వాటిలో ఎనీ పాయింట్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఫండమెంటల్స్ దీన్నన్నా క్లిక్ చేసుకోండి, లేదా ఇదన్నా మ్యూల్ 4 ఫర్ మ్యూల్ 3 యూజర్స్ ఏదో ఒకటి సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకొని, ఓకేనా? ఇక్కడ కొన్ని వీడియోస్ ఉంటాయి. ఆ వీడియోస్ అన్ని వాచ్ చేయాలి. కొన్ని టాస్కులు ఉంటాయి. ఆ టాస్కులు మీరు చేయకపోయినా అట్లే ఉండాలి. ఇక్కడ రిజిస్టర్ అవ్వాలి. ఫ్రీ అని ఉంటుంది. రిజిస్టర్ అవ్వండి. మీకు గుర్తు లేకపోతే ప్రీవియస్ వీడియోస్లో ఉంటాయి, చూడండి ఎలా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి అని చెప్పింటా. ఓకే, లేకపోతే గ్రూప్లో ఆల్రెడీ రాశారు కదా. ఎనీవన్ డన్ సర్టిఫికేషన్ ఇన్ దిస్ బ్యాచ్? ఇంకా ఎవరు చేయలేదా? ఓకే, మీకు చెప్పానా ఎలా రిజిస్టర్ అవ్వాలి ఏందని?
చెప్పారు
రిజిస్టర్ అవ్వండి, ఎందుకంటే మళ్ళీ మారుస్తారు ఇవి. ఓకేనా? రిజిస్టర్ అయ్యేసి ఫినిష్ చేయండి. లాస్ట్ బ్యాచ్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 50 మెంబర్స్ ఉంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ 25 ఈజీగా చేశారు సర్టిఫికేషన్. ఓకేనా? మీరు కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేయండి. ఓకే
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే గైస్, విల్ క్యాచ్ అప్ టుమారో. టుమారో విల్ టేక్ కంప్లీట్ సెషన్. టుడే ట్రై టు డూ దిస్ టాస్క్.
Sure. Thank you.
థ్యాంక్స్ ఆల్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.